I want to make this very clear. I did not start a business without fear. Like, I didn't wake up one day and be like, all right, I'm gonna start this business. It's time. I didn't. Like, I didn't go to college. I didn't go to any business class or anything, and I did not have any guarantees that me starting any type of business would actually work for me. If I'm being honest with you, multiple of the businesses I first started failed. Some of the businesses I'm currently doing right now are failing. I am a failure. Like, let's make this clear. Well, let me not say it like that, because some people would take that and like ride with it. It's not that I'm a failure, but I do fail. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot. I lose a lot of money. I have times where I make bad decisions. And as my journey of being an entrepreneur has progressed, I've got used to it. See, when I got into phone flipping, I had to realize that sometimes you're going to make a bad deal. And when I realized it, because my first bad deal that I did, I lost a bunch of money and I got really, really sad. And like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, if you have ever lost bread, you know what I'm talking about, where you lose money and then like for some reason it stay on your head and you just like, yo, I can't get over that, bro. Like, no, I can't take that loss, bro. Like, no. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt. Like, I just felt like, nah. I can't take that loss, bro. I can't take that L. And that's the problem, right? A lot of us, we don't want to have those time frames and that time in our business where we actually have to take those L's and hold them. So we get so scared that we tell ourselves we're going to wait for the perfect moment and perfect time. But if I'm being completely honest with you, as somebody that has been a failure, my first business was a modeling agency. I had a bunch of beautiful women that worked for me, a bunch of photographers that worked for me, and promoters. They all looked up at me. I rented a studio out in I think it was North Philly, and I made no money from it. Like, I did this for like 6 months. I made no money. Everybody, including the beautiful girls and the photographers, everybody saw me fail in HD. And I was embarrassed. People lost respect for me. My second business was a phone company that I partnered with T-Mobile to do. And I failed tremendously with that because I was disorganized. Another company was my first phone store. Everybody quit on me. Like, literally all my employees quit. Repairmen kept quitting and trying to steal my clients. People kept trying to rob me. Failed. Like, from all of these scenarios where I failed, I started to realize that each failure could be taken in different ways. But no matter what, the failure is going to happen. But you could take the failure in two ways. You could take the failure and be like, all right, I failed. What can I learn from it? Or you can take that failure like, oh, I failed. I'm not going to do this again. And like, every time I failed and I was like, I'm not going to do this again, I feel like I cheated myself, because every time I failed and said I'm not going to do it again, I really never tapped into my true potential, and nor did I actually accomplish anything. Like, I put in all of that work on that modeling agency. I put days and hours in the graphics and building for nothing, because I didn't get anything out of it, but a lesson, right? But if I would have stuck with it and I would have actually took my time to figure it out, maybe I would have been able to get some success. You get what I'm saying? And that success that I would have been able to get probably would have translated into a successful business. Just because that business failed at first doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be. Maybe it just meant I needed to go back to the drawing board and iron some, kinks out. But instead, I just quit. And like, same thing with the phone store. Like, one thing I will say is the phone store did not work at first. Like, I was a horrible phone store owner. I didn't know how the hell to do anything. I didn't have a teacher. I didn't have somebody mentoring me. I didn't have the internet. I didn't know how to freaking price products and how to be a boss, how to be a leader. Like, these things all came from experience with me failing, right? Because I had to learn how to be a leader because I had no choice, right? I had so much money into products, I had to start another store, right? So there were no options for me to quit. And when I got my back pinned to the wall to where it's like, B, you have all of these products. You can't just say, I'm not owning a phone store right now. Like, you got to get these products out. When I had no other choice, I didn't quit. And that failure didn't matter, because I was like, well, damn, I did fail, but I do got to get these products out. And then I learned through it. So for everybody out there that may be like, yo, I'm not starting this business because I am scared as hell. Listen, that fear is not going to go away once you start. And also to all of my people that's like, yo, I'm going to start, but just not right now. Right now, not the good time because my mom's sick, or it's not the good time because my girl tripping, or it's not a good time because I don't have enough money, or it's not a good time because I'm not living in the place I want to live, or it's not a good time because I'm living with my grandmom. It's not a good time because the kids are bad as hell. It's not a good time. All of those things I've had happen to me, and I said it wasn't a good time, and I still started the business, even though I said it wasn't a good time, because it was the only thing that I had full control of if I potentially started, and I understood the power of having control of something. When you have the power of having control of something, especially an income stream, the perfect time is right now. Because no matter if you don't have enough money to start that income stream, you could still start, put the money that you do have out there. And if you put that, let's say you have $300 in your account, your bank account, and it's going to cost you $250 to start, spend that $250. Why? Because when you spend that $250 and you only have $50 left to your name, one, that $300 that you was going to spend out that bank account initially probably was going to be spent on some shit that wasn't going to be able to bring you anything back regardless. But spending that $250 on something like a physical business, like products or something like that, right? That at least gives you a way to put your money into something to always bring you back something. Maybe it won't bring you back no money right at this second, but it will eventually bring you back bread. You see what I'm saying? So to give you an example, if I only got $300 in my account and I'm like, yo, I don't got enough bread to start a business. All right, cool. Like, that may be true. But one thing I will say is me putting that $250 out, regardless, it's about to get dark because I'm about to go in the tunnel. Putting out that $250 regardless is going to put money into some type of product for me to sell now or later. And that's when I started to realize that business and investments and building and failure and fear was always going to be there, and it was actually there to push me forward. Because me putting out that $250 and me only having $50 to spend by myself made me actually learn how to stretch $50. It actually made me learn how to appreciate money while also getting products for that $250 that actually helped me build another $300. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you feel like money is the problem and you don't want to start because you don't have enough money, realize that it's not the money that's the problem, it's you. It's the fact that you're scared and you don't believe in yourself enough to believe that you're going to be able to make that little bit of money stretch, and you're not going to be able to make that little bit of money actually make you money when you actually can. You just got to be able to step out of your comfort zone and realize that spending that bread that you feel like you don't have is going to be scary, and it's going to be daring, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to push you, and that's exactly what you need. Because if you keep trying to wait until you're comfortable, you're never going to be pushed. You're never going to wake up and be like, damn, I got to get to work even though I don't feel like it because I need to make this money work. I only got $50 to my name. Like, you need to be broke but have money and assets, because every day you wake up, you're going to want more and want more and want more. And that changed the way that I looked at the fear of starting. And I'm telling you, that to me is one of the biggest lessons I've learned in life, because I have a big problem spending money because I've never had money. So when I got a bunch of money, I held on to it, but didn't make it make me more money. Instead, I just held on to the money, right? But holding on to the money and saving the money doesn't make you more money. It just literally does the opposite. It helps you save money for you to spend it later on stuff that doesn't matter, and for you to feel good and feel instant gratification, or maybe not even an instant gratification, but feel good when you're not really in totality doing anything. So I'm telling you guys right now, make sure that you are starting. Stop procrastinating on whatever idea you have and just start. The worst thing that could happen is for you to fail, but we've already failed before. So we already know how to bounce back. We already know that we're going to get back up. We already know we're going to build. Start right now and stop wasting time.